Hello, hi, good morning. How are we this morning? Coffee and card week 4. I had to think about that then, even though I've just typed it. Coffee and card week 4 of the current kit, and just to update those people who have ordered the next kit, they should be with me tomorrow, I think. So I'll be getting those out at the end of the week, and it's been brilliant. I've got 19 of you signed up for that coffee and card, so thank you for that. You got your cuppers? One viewer. I've got my cuppa again. I've got my coffee. No scone again this week, but I'm going to make some today, I think. Got a bit of a more challenging card for you today, in that there's a little bit of cutting out, which I did warn you about last week. So little shout outs for my ladies, Lorraine, Sally, Margaret, Angela, who come to class, and just want to give a shout out to Jane, who's been watching all the time and making loads of cards from my videos and sending me pictures. So thank you, Jane, for watching, and thank you everyone for your support. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh, that was a little bit more. Hi, Paula. Shout out to you, of course, to Bella. Ciao, little Bella. Right. Okay, so do you remember I showed you this card last week? We're making this one, and I did say if you wanted to do some homework, you could get ahead and do a little bit of cutting out, which I have done, and I've got them ready there. So I'm just going to go through the papers that you need. You need one of these. It's got this on the back. We are actually using this next week, but you should have enough. You need the one with the shoes on, which looks like that on the back. So we're going to be cutting some shoes out. And you need the handbag one again, alright? Excuse me. And obviously your ink pad and your stamp set. So let's open up the pack. You should have in your pack card base. Then you should have 3 pieces of Whisper White, which are going to be the shelves in your little, I was going to say shop, but let's call it a boutique because it looks a bit like a boutique. And then you should have a little die cut label like this, and you will have, I didn't have in mine, you will have a gem. Now everybody will probably have different because there's only so many sizes and colours in a pack, so but it should all coordinate. Right, first things first, let me give you the measurements for the paper. So just want to say, if you are newer to card making, then I've got some new videos that are out now called the Paper Haven Top Tips. So there's two online at the moment, and there's another one due to go up tomorrow. So a tip here, which I did give you I think the other week, is to do the this measurement first, which is the 9.7 centimetres. So you're going to cut this at 9.7, then you're left with that. You can probably use that actually for next week's card. And then you're going to cut this at 14. So it was 9.7 and 14. Well, thanks, Kay. Welcome back, Kay. Missed you last week. Okie doke. So you can glue that on to your card. It's not going to cause any problems, with no ribbon or anything to tie around. Nice, Kay. Comments. Right, this should be back on. Sorry about that. I had a little connection issue. If you've loved these papers, which I do, then they won't be carrying forward into the new catalogue, even though the matching stamp set and dies are. So they are available while stocks last if you do want some more, because they have been brilliant and you do get a lot of cards from one pack. So what you can do now is you can stick the shelves on your card. Now this one here is quite near the bottom, so it's probably about 0.5 centimetre up from the bottom. Like that. And then what you can do then is use, I've already cut mine out, but when you're assembling, I would use a bag sort of to measure, you know, where you want them. So I'm going to put this is just a little top tip, another top tip here. Pop the bag there and just see sort of where you want your shelves. I'm not putting much glue on there. So I don't know if people did some cutting out in advance. I think that needs to be a little bit lower down. But I've cut out 3 of what I'd say the larger handbags. Shouldn't really mention brands, but that just looks like a Michael Kors bag that I've got. That I got from Stampin' Up. Well, I can mention brands, I suppose. I got from Stampin' Up actually as a gift for doing good, doing good Stampin' Up stuff. Okay, right. So I've done 2 of the bucket bags, I'll call those. Then I've done one of these ones. It's a bit more. Don't know what sort of bag that one is. And then I've done, that's my favourite one, this one with the bow on. Okay, I've done one like that, the medium ones. So I've done 2 medium ones, and then I've cut out 2 purses, but I think one's gone AWOL. Oh no, it's there. Cut out 2 purses, a mint macaron one and a hobo bag. Hey, that's good, yeah. It's a little bit more, it's not as solid, it's a little bit more, I suppose the leather's a little bit softer. And I've cut 2 of these like loafers, I think they're called loafers, and then 2 of the little sort of ballet pumps. Slouch bag, okay, you're very good on the bags. Right, so what you can do now is you can position your items on the shelf, and you can add more if you want to. And what my advice is to have a little bit of interest, is to have a little bit of height with some foam pads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue one shoe down flat onto the shelf like that, and then I'm going to take a couple of the mini dimensionals and do this one as like a 3D, and it looks sort of a bit more realistic then, that it's like 3D on the shelf. Don't want to 3D all of them though, so I'm going to glue this bag down, the bucket bag down. Oh, now I need to talk to you about cutting out. Now, if you're like me and you want to do it properly, because this background's not white, you're going to have to cut the hole where the handles are, so if you've got like a foam mat, you can stab your scissors through and then cut that, so you need like a little gap. If your background was white, you could get away with not having to do that, but because we're being authentic, we want to be able to sort of see through. So I'm going to pop this one on a foam pad, dimensionals. My video tomorrow on my top tips is all about adhesives actually. And then, so I hope you've been doing some good craftings. Have you been crafting, Paula? Are you crafting away with me? Oh, hi Wendy. Good morning to you. Whereabouts are you from? You're a new name on my yes you are, Paul. You're a new name on my videos. So it's nice to hear from you. So I'm going to glue the 2 bags down, and then I'm going to raise up the, I'm literally copying my original card. You can do what you want. North East coast of England. Oh, whereabouts? Oh, if that's not too personal. Okay, doke. And what I've done with this, there are bags in other colours like hot pink, melon mambo and a pretty peacock. I've not used those. I've stuck to the light pinks and purples and greens. I love these little purses. Reminds me of when I was younger and I got me spending money in my little purse. So I'm just going to do these belly pumps now. Oh, Cleveland. Is that near Saltburn? Around there? Yeah, I've never been to Saltburn, but I've got friends who go a lot, and it looks really lovely. Well, as you might tell, I'm from Yorkshire and I live in Bingley, which is in Bradford. I am from Leeds, but I'm now in Bradford. Gone to the dark side. No. Oh, you're 3 miles from Saltburn. Oh, that's fabulous. I love it. I've got a customer up in that area as well, yeah. Okay, it does look really nice. I'm going to make it my mission to go there. So, I've got my slouch bag on there, Kay. I'll put my little purse on. I will try Wendy. Okay, so if you haven't yet signed up to my next coffee and card, which starts 2 weeks today, which is it the 12th of May, then I am putting the last order in on Thursday. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I love this card. So I've done all my items in the shop, in the boutique. Now I'm going to do my stamping. So I'm going to make this card for a friend, for a special friend, and using our basic grey ink pad. Now, just when you're stamping this, my top tip would be to do the friend first, because you can do that near the bottom, and then you for a special, and then you're leaving room for your gem. Now my stamp keeps dropping off my block because it's so well used. Just readjust it. Okay, so I'm going to pop that at the bottom there. And then for a special, oh, I missed a comment then. I saw one pop up and then it's disappeared. I'll have a look after. Thank you, whoever it was. There we go, for a special. And then I'm going to pop a gem on there. Now, I'm saying to you, I've not used these colours, but I've run out of the lilacs because I sent them all out to you guys in the kits, so I'm having to use a Pretty Peacock one, but that's fine. So I'll just close my ink pad up because, and I say to my ladies in class, an unopened ink pad does make me nervous because someone always just finishing the card off nicely and then they end up dropping the card in the ink pad. Ask me how I know. Okay, so we're going to just take the foam pads off there, and then we're going to pop that on there like so. So that is our card for this week. I know if you've not cut your items out, that's the biggest time factor, is cutting out the oh thanks Kay, is cutting out all the items. But yeah, I'd love to see your cards. If you want to send me a picture, that would be great. Next week's card is a lot easier to round off. We're going to be doing this card, so we're going to be using the makeup items, so it won't take too long, this one at all. There's no bows or anything, and then we'll be on to the round 2 of the coffee and cards, which if you didn't see last week, I'll give you a sneak peek. This is one of the makes from round 2. I'll give you another sneak peek, and here's another one from round 2 of the coffee and card with the ornate thanks stamp set. You're going to get that included in your kit with an early espresso ink pad. So that's that, and that's all for this week. Oh, thank you, Kay. Thank you for tuning in every week. And if you've any questions, then just leave a comment on my YouTube or on this video, and I'll pick that up later. And cheers. Have a great week. Stay safe and happy crafting. Thanks. Bye.